Good morning. Today we're going into Oregon. So, enjoy the ride. The idea is to drive the Oregon coast, but not all in one shot. In fact, there will be a big detour in order to see Crater Lake, among other things, and eventually also Bend. One thing for sure, it will be an unforgettable adventure, so join us as we explore the Beaver State. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV.
Welcome to Oregon.
Thank you. We stopped at Fred Meyer to get some essentials. We discovered this supermarket chain back in 2010 in Fairbanks, Alaska, and we really like it. Well, what can I say? This is supermarket paradise. I mean, it's like 3 Publixes put together. Some parts of the Oregon coast can be pretty remote, so it is good to go prepared with all the supplies you may need, as there may not be as much variety. I can't help but get a sense of déjà vu as I retrace my steps from back in summer 2019. Let's stop here at the Whale's Head viewpoint. This is a very RV-friendly part of the country. Most towns have designated RV parking, and if a viewpoint doesn't have a turnaround, it says it on the sign. Here we are, and it does kind of look like a whale from this vantage point. Well, what do you know? Whale's Head is actually 2 rocks. I'm happy to report the marine layer is quickly burning off. This part of the coast is so wooded that all we can get are glimpses here and there, unless we stop at one of the many viewpoints. This one is called Arch Rock, and there is a short trail. What an amazing coastline. All these trees are so iconic, they are even on the Oregon license plate. Everywhere you look, it is picture perfect. Wouldn't it be great to explore some of these secluded, unspoiled beaches? Let's take a break. With Minute 23 here, one of the main things I look for when we stop for lunch, like we are right now, It's generally a place where we can open up the slide because that's one of the few drawbacks of this RV with the slide out. I mean, it's great. It's very spacious. With the sliding, it's almost unusable. So it's always a good idea to find a place like this where you're not bothering anybody with the slide open. And it may not be the best view of the Oregon coast, but we do have a little bit of a view. So that being said, let's have lunch and we continue north. If you thought the California coastline was gorgeous, Oregon will definitely give it a run for its money. I mean, take a look at this place. I don't even feel like editing anything out. Let's go up to Cape Sebastian. I remember the road being narrow and the parking tight. But if Denver and Minitini 1 made it, Starship and Minitini 3 can do it too, right? We are a couple of feet longer, so let's hope for the best. Yes, this is that parking lot where I had lunch and flew the drone, but it felt bigger back then, or perhaps I was smaller. This is it, the small parking lot with a view. It still feels very tight. Tell you what, I gotta get out, if only for a second, because this view is spectacular. You can see all the way to the Arch Rock. And that's all the time we had at Cape Sebastian. I was actually blocking traffic. As I said back in California, less RV and more time. That's what we need. Like they say, it is more about the journey, and nowhere else is that adage truer than on the Pacific coast. I believe this one is called the Kissing Rock. We're about to cross our first of 6 iconic bridges along US 101 on the Oregon coast, all designed by engineer Condi B. McCullough. This one spanning the Rogue River. Alright, quick break. Unfortunately, where you are able to stop is usually not the best view, but this is not bad. Let's see the view from the other side. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Let's continue. Now approaching Port Orford, the oldest town on the Oregon coast and the most westerly in the contiguous United States. Well, here we are, Port Orford, and generally speaking, Oregon is very RV friendly. As you can see, they have RV specific, dedicated RV parking back there, and everywhere they tell you whether you can or cannot. You know, like here, you know, no RV trailer turnaround, so you don't even try. Although they do have bus parking here, and that seems to be the case many places. Of course, no overnight parking anywhere. But I wanted to show you this view. And as you know, I was here back in 2019, but this is Battle Rock City Park, and this is quintessentially the Oregon coast. I mean, look at this view. This is amazing. And this time I'm gonna see if I can find that place where you can camp for very little money. I believe it is somewhere over that hill. The last time I was here, I couldn't find it. It's quite amazing. It is very windy today, and we're going to end up making the same mistakes we made the last time, doing parts of this amazing coastline in a rush. Oh, by the way, fun fact, Port Orford here is the westernmost city, like incorporated city in Oregon. And I don't think we're gonna stop. We're gonna pass by Cape Blanco. Is it Cape Blanco? I think so. That is the westernmost point in the whole state of Oregon. So, and now we're gonna finally see if we can find
Take
that.
the next left onto 7th Street, then turn left onto Jackson Street.
That camping spot that I've been looking for.
Take the next left onto Jackson Street, then turn right onto 5th Street.
She talks too much bad, but for 3 years now I've been in the search for this spot. Alright, let's look for that elusive campsite. By the way, the crazy Norwegian's fish and chips here on the left, we've heard it's really good. Oceanfront overnight parking for $20. Let me tell you, if we didn't already have a reservation, we might have stayed here. The first time I heard of this place was years ago by watching the YouTube channel Chris and G. Unfortunately, Chris has taken down all those videos, which I think is a shame because the channel was a great source of information and one of the first YouTube channels that focused on RV travel. But hey, life goes on, right? One thing for sure, this is a beautiful place. Onward we go. Our next stop, Cape Blanco Lighthouse, the westernmost point in the whole state of Oregon. The road to the lighthouse seems to be closed today, so I'm just gonna make a U-turn and park. Even though I've been here before, the experience is always different. Even though the last time I was able to drive all the way to the lighthouse, this time we've been blessed with great sunny weather, if a little windy. It is so windy, but I wanted to come to the westernmost point here in Oregon. Let me show you the view from this side. Oh, gotta be careful. Beautiful views. And that over there is the Cape Blanco Lighthouse. It opens Wednesday through Monday, and today is Monday, so I don't really know what's going on. Oh, I know. Well, I imagine today it is closed because of Labor Day, but the last time I was here, I was able to drive with the RV all the way to the lighthouse, which was wow, that view. There's an arch, and the other one looks like a whale. There seems to be a trail that goes all the way down to the beach. Another time, perhaps. We continue. A little over 30 miles to go. Eventually, we made it to our destination, Oceanside RV Resort, which would become Sun Outdoors Coos Bay, our final sponsored Sun Outdoors stay of this trip. Here's our pull-through site. Hello everybody, we just arrived here to Sun Outdoors Coos Bay. Well, by the time you watch this, it's gonna be Sun Outdoors Coos Bay. Right now it's Oceanside RV Resort. We're very close to Coos Bay here, and I just got here. The weather is perfect. We can hear the roar of the Pacific all the way from our campsite, so let's check it out. And there it is, just a few steps from the RV park. Would you take a look at this? And this is only a glimpse. Tomorrow we're gonna go down into the, actually later today we're gonna come down and see the sunset. But right now, I mean, it is such a privilege to be, what, 30 feet away, no, a little more, maybe 50, okay, maybe 100 feet away from this at our campsite. Look at that. The Oregon coast, the Pacific Ocean. Oh man. Well, what do you know? A seagull, a surfing seagull, or seagull surfer, I don't know. Check it out, we have this other secluded beach right here on the other side of these rocks. Well, it kind of looks like a church, but I'm sure it's not because they sell beer. So, let's go. Someone at the RV park recommended this restaurant called Miller's at the Cove. Maybe it used to be a church. Cool restaurant, good chowder, and tasty food. Yeah, definitely used to be a church. Yeah, we're gonna call it a night. It's been a good day. Tide is coming up. Look at that. Woo! This must be some well-fed birds. Gotta love some Dungeness crab. What a great way to finish our first day on the Oregon coast. So we got our instant pot on saute mode, and here we have some Spanish chorizo. And on this, for what we're making, I like to remove the casing first. Next, we're gonna chop an onion. We have ajicachucha sweet peppers. Look at that chorizo releasing all that fat with the paprika. How about some carrots? How about some potatoes? Too many potatoes. A little bit of garlic. Vino Seco dry cooking wine. And even though the chorizo already has plenty of paprika, we're gonna add a little more. Oh no, it is stuck. The usual suspects: oregano, and cumin, and some salt. I thought I was making split peas, but all I have is lentil. This might not come out as expected. Well, this was an epic fail as far as execution, the way it was supposed to come out versus the way it actually came out. First of all, I thought we were making split pea, and I thought I had split pea, but it was lentil, so that's that. And then it just came out too dry. I guess I didn't have room for any more water, so we have to work on that recipe a little more. Other than that, it tastes good. Maybe a little bit low salt, but the taste is there. It's just the execution, the texture. It was supposed to be a soup, and that's not what this is. Anyway, bon appetit. And we'll continue. Let's go for a ride. Actually, this is a dead end. The RV park is actually right on Cape Arago Highway, which coincidentally goes to Cape Arago State Park. So let's go there. This one is called, most appropriately, Sunset Beach, since it faces west. I bet you the sunsets must be spectacular here. What are you guys doing here? Let's stop at the Simpson Reef Overlook. Look at all those sea lions. That's just amazing. Oh, the magnificent power of the Pacific cannot be overstated. And look at them. They are everywhere. Here's looking back north, the way we came. Let's drive all the way to the end, to Cape Arago. Let's go for a little walk. Wow, look at that drop. Hello, friends. Well, all of a sudden it's hoodie weather, so let's walk on this path here. This is, by the way, 10 minutes away from some Outdoors Coos Bay, so we're really close to the RV resort. And it's more like a picnic area, but the views are supposed to be spectacular, so let's check it out. Oh, what a view! Commanding view. And there's a sea lion down there. They seem to be pretty lazy creatures, wouldn't you agree? Maybe we can see the view through all these tree branches. What an unforgiving, rugged coastline. There's a trail that goes to that secluded beach, but I didn't bring my hiking shoes. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Let's see the view to the other side. I overheard someone mention sighting a whale, but I can't see anything. That's just a rock. And the other stuff must be seaweed or something. Yeah, definitely not a whale. Let's go back, and along the way, let's see if we can at least get a glimpse at Cape Arago Lighthouse. There it is. There's this short trail. Let's see if, I'm hoping it is short, if we can get a better view. Well, it is certainly a better view. The lighthouse, by the way, not open to the public. The bridge accessing it collapsed in the winter of 2012 to 2013. It is just mesmerizing watching the waves crash against all these rocks, the wildlife hiding in plain sight. Amazing how this coastline has managed to remain so unspoiled by the human hand. Let's go back to the RV park. Today we're going to look for a better spot to watch the sunset. And there is a state park right next to the campground that I believe will have a clearer view to the west. It is called Bastendorf Beach Park, and it is literally right next to Sun Outdoors. I can already tell this is gonna be a great spot from where to experience the sunset. Oh yeah, look at that. What a great view. Well, good morning. It is a brand new day, and as you can see, a little bit of an overcast day. And as a Floridian, for me, it's kind of hard sometimes to get used to the Pacific Ocean, because especially in the morning, sometimes you get this, I believe they call it the marine layer. And it's this, sometimes it is fog, sometimes it's just these low-hanging clouds. But the good thing is by noon, they burn off. And actually, if we were to drive probably couple miles inland right now, it's probably a sunny day. But there's another thing very peculiar with this marine layer, and that is that 99% of the country right now is burning up with severe heat warnings and whatnot, and here I am wearing a hoodie in the high 50s, cooking with butter. And here we have some chicken breasts that we're kind of gonna cut into cubes. Now we're gonna let it boil for about an hour. We've got some potatoes, some of the ones that didn't fit into the dry lentil soup yesterday. And we're gonna make this a one-pot meal. Not the best option, it is always good to make a sofrito and caramelize things, but we want to keep it simple in the RV. Now let's do an onion. We've got some more of these cachucha peppers. Let's do some manzanilla olives and some garlic, sweet peas. And now it is barely boiling, but it'll come back. More salt, and now for the good stuff: smoked paprika, oregano, cumin. That's kind of the trifecta for me. As you know, I put that stuff on almost everything. A little bit of Smoke Point salsa from Texas. And a little bit of tomato sauce, just a tad. We're gonna cook some basmati rice. Actually, the only thing that I measure, really. All right, let's eat. Well, here we are. It is really hot, and I just hope I redeem myself for the garbanzo. No, it wasn't the lentil fiasco of yesterday. Well, came back to Cape Arago, and the weather today not as clear, not as sunny as it was yesterday, but hey, at least it's not raining. And today I did bring my hiking shoes, so we are going to finish that hike all the way down to the beach, if possible. I'm kind of sad that they don't have like a trail map, but we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do this one too, all of them. Yesterday I heard some people saying that they had seen whales around here. Today I don't know if we have whales, but we definitely have those sea lions are making a lot of noise. Maybe we'll get to see them up close and personal. Actually, there's something kind of mysterious to this coastal fog, so I don't know, I kind of like it. It's unusual to me, you know. You can barely hear them over the sound of the wind and the ocean, but the sea lions are definitely out there. So that's where they are. Oh, it is getting windier, and I just got a notification that it's gonna start raining like in 20 minutes. So we shall be swift with our exploration. Although over here I don't think it's gonna rain like Florida thunderstorm rain. It's gonna be that sprinkly, you know, annoying little rain. But it's all good. It's actually, with the wind chill, it feels pretty cold. I definitely came under the rest. Let's see if we can go down to the beach. I saw that sign that the beach is closed, but it's only during certain months of the year, so I think we might be okay. But you see, it says closed to the public from March 1st through June 30th. We're in September, so we should be fine, right? The couple that just went by, they told me there's a sea lion like right there, so that would be cool to see up close. Oh, I see it. I'll keep my distance just in case. We don't want to bother the local wildlife. I've never seen one this close. Well, that alone was worth hiking down to this beach. Let's walk around a little more. Actually, one of the things that I like the most about this area, and if you continue further north, even in Washington State, which a lot of it kind of looks like this, the coastal part, it is so different from where I grew up, you know. Of course, I'm a man of the Caribbean, and then I spent most of my life in South Florida, so similar climate. And this is like being in a different world. Look at that. it's still there.
Down there. Well, not for real. I'm gonna start heading back up because it is getting colder. It's getting foggier and it's gonna rain any minute. So let's do it. I was gonna continue exploring, but it started to rain, so that's my cue. Let's go home.
Actually, let's go into Coos Bay proper. Here we are, approaching the bay. On the left, we can see the casino where I stayed back in 2019, and we might be going there later. But right now, I want to see the historic downtown, and this area by the water called the Boardwalk. There's the historic Tioga Hotel, allegedly the tallest building on the Oregon coast. I must say, it is a pretty good-looking downtown. The Egyptian theater here on the right seems to be historic too. Here we are. Let's park and go for a stroll along the boardwalk.
And here we are downtown Coos Bay, and all of a sudden it's a beautiful day, sunny, a little windy. So let's see what this town has to offer. There's the boardwalk, which seems to be one of the main things. And last time I was here, I didn't come to downtown or the boardwalk, at least not in a way that I could park. I came with trailer in tow, so now we're gonna check it out. Oh man, I wish we were hungry. Let's cross.
Here we go, we found Popeye's boat. Well, not really, it is actually a tugboat, but I can't help but see the resemblance.
Well, you know, I thought this was like Popeye's boat, but lo and behold, the name of the Coos Bay comes from the Coos Native Americans, and the first people to mention the Coos were Lewis and Clark. We're not even in the Lewis and Clark Trail right now. Let's go upstairs. I think this is more or less where the RV resort is. That's pit where the lighthouse is, and there's the state park where we saw the sunset yesterday. And here's where I did the hike this morning. That was the beach where we saw the sea lion. So yeah, this is a map of the area here, the Pacific. And now this is Coos Bay. This is Charleston, where we ate. And then we are somewhere around here. Oh yeah, Coos Bay on a Wednesday, 4 p.m. Seems to be kind of dead. The Blue Heron restaurant is closed. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, vehicular traffic, but not a whole lot of foot traffic. So, I mean, some parts of town are very, very cute. And of course, the views from the boardwalk are great. We'll be back maybe later when we're hungrier and thirstier, or maybe some other day. let's see if we can go. We're gonna stop by the casino and then we're going back to the RV resort. Well, what can I say? What happens at the casino stays at the casino. Let's take in the view from the bay, and there's a brewery, famous brewery in town. Oh yeah, here we got much better lighting. It is windier, but anyway, as I was saying, what happens at the casino stays at the casino. I don't want to talk about it. And if you recall, back in 2019, I stayed at that RV park right there. So. In any case, there's a famous brewery in town, and that's where we're going next.
It is called Seven Devils Brewing Company.
Cheers. Well, that was very pleasant. Now we have some groceries to do and going back to the RV resort.
And with that, we're saying goodbye to the Oregon coast for now. We'll be back in about 10 days. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road.
What's going on? The third helicopter tonight.
Riding in my